2016 has been a shocking, surprising, and awe-inspiring year in professional wrestling. As the year comes to a close, we here would like to list the top 10 wrestlers that made 2016 a year to remember. Coming in at number 10, we got a wrestler that made NXT history this year, a wrestler by the name of Samoa Joe. Coming in at number 14 in this year's PWI 500, Samoa Joe made NXT history this year by winning the NXT title not once, but twice. At the time, he was the only man and the first man to ever win the NXT title on 2 separate occasions. Samoa Joe is one of the best wrestlers in the world without a doubt, and he solidified by winning the NXT title, beating Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura. He has taken it to a different level with his badass persona, the Godzilla of professional wrestling. At number 10, 2016, Samoa Joe. At number 9, we have a young man from Great Britain that made a giant splash in the pond we call professional wrestling, Will Ospreay. Coming in at number 15 in this year's PWI 500, Will Ospreay started off the year with a bang by signing with New Japan Pro Wrestling. He was immediately inserted into the Best of the Super Juniors tournament. He would go on to claim victory in that tournament, making him the youngest competitor to ever win the Best of the Super Juniors. Ospreay also had one of the most amazing and memorable matches of all time, definitely of 2016, during this tournament when he got together with Ricochet to put on the show of shows, a match like you had never seen before. Will Ospreay and Ricochet went on a tear at the Best of the Super Juniors, taking the world of professional wrestling by storm and crashing the internet while they were at it. One of the best matches I've ever seen. It was very controversial. People like Stone Cold Steve Austin, people like Vader, the whole wrestling world had something to say about this match, whether they liked it, whether they didn't like it. One thing you can't deny, it was innovative, it was different, and it was one of the best matches of 2016. Will Ospreay also went on to claim the ROH television title this year. With all that being said, that is enough to claim the number 9 spot of the top 10 of 2016, Will Ospreay. Do you know what happens to professional wrestlers who revive their career? Do you know what happens to professional wrestlers who completely change their persona and become the best heel in the business? Do you know what happens to those people? Chris Jericho, you just made the list. At number 8 this year, Chris Jericho, for a plethora of reasons. And if you don't think Chris Jericho belongs on this list, you're a stupid idiot. Plain and simple. Chris Jericho is the best heel in the business, without a doubt. Coming in at 21 in the PWI 500, Chris Jericho has completely reinvented himself to the point where he is the best thing on Monday Night Raw. Possibly the best thing in the WWE. Hands down, the guy is just too good. You don't get stuff like this very often. And you guys in 2016 have gotten a very, very healthy dose of Chris Jericho. So sit back and drink it in, man. The saving grace of Monday Night Raw. From his $5,000 scarves to his relationship with Kevin Owens, Jericho is probably the only reason anyone ever tunes in to Monday Night Raw anymore. Let me tell you this. After all the years of quality work that Chris Jericho has put in, and the transformations that have happened with himself and his character, he still puts on quality matches, and he's still super entertaining. He earned a spot on the list of 2016, number 8, Chris Jericho. At number 7, we have the reigning IWGP Heavyweight Champion of the world, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Coming in at number 2 in this year's PWI 500, Okada main evented Wrestle Kingdom 10 against his arch nemesis Tanahashi to retain the IWGP Heavyweight title in a 5-star match by the Wrestling Observer. He also had another 5-star match this year with Tomohiro Ishii, 5-star by the Wrestling Observer as well. And he regained the IWGP Heavyweight title for the 4th time on June 19th against Naito. This guy is just putting on year after year of quality wrestling. No different in 2016, and I'm sure 2017 will be just the same. The Rainmaker Chico Okada at number 7. The Destroyer, Bobby Lashley. Sitting at number 24 in this year's PWI 500, Bobby Lashley had a year filled with TNA gold. On June 12th, he won the TNA Championship for a third time, defeating Drew Galloway via TKO. On July 21st, he captured the X Division title, defeating Eddie Edwards in 6 sides of steel. And on August 11th, Bobby Lashley beat James Storm to claim the King of the Mountain Championship, earning himself his 3rd title in TNA, holding every major title at the same time in TNA in 1 calendar year. Bobby Lashley was the epitome of dominance. Everything that Brock Lesnar was supposed to be, Bobby Lashley was, earning himself a spot in this year's top 10. Oh, let's not forget, he beat the trash out of some dude in Bellator, some guy named Josh. Beat the crap out of him in 2016 as well. Bobby Lashley, the Destroyer, at number 6. Taking the number 5 spot this year of the top 10 best wrestlers of 2016, from Los Ingobernables de Japón, Tetsuya Naito. Coming in at number 12 in this year's PWI 500, Tetsuya Naito had a lot of success in New Japan Pro Wrestling this year, claiming the New Japan Cup winner 2016, Tetsuya Naito. But the wins didn't stop there. He claimed his first IWGP Heavyweight title, defeating Okada on April 10th, 2016. But the wins still didn't stop. They kept coming. Naito also claimed the IWGP Intercontinental title, defeating Michael Elgin this same calendar year. A bunch of success. You could say a breakout candidate for 2016. Naito finally did it, and he did it in a big way. The head of Los Ingobernables de Japón, Tetsuya Naito, number 5. Now things start getting difficult as we enter the top 4 wrestlers of 2016. You can make an argument for any one of these guys to be number 1. All these guys are interchangeable. That being said, here's the way I see it. At number 4, no one would have predicted how the year would shake out for this man in January 2016. No one would have predicted that this man would conquer the WWE. Coming in at number 4, the phenomenal AJ Styles. AJ started off the year co-headlining Wrestle Kingdom 10 with Shinsuke Nakamura. Soon thereafter, an announcement was made that AJ Styles was leaving New Japan to join the WWE and enter the Royal Rumble. He went on to have a series of matches with John Cena, matches that most of the wrestling public never thought they would see, one of which ended in a clean victory over John Cena, earning AJ Styles the moniker of the new face that runs the place. But that's not the end of it. AJ Styles went on to do the impossible, to do what no one thought he would ever do, to do what Vince McMahon probably thought he would never do. AJ Styles became the WWE World Champion. Incredible. I still can't believe it to this day. Anyone who said that they predicted this is lying to you. And I don't mean predicted this a month before it happened, okay? I mean ever thinking that AJ Styles would be the man in the WWE, one of the most over guys in the WWE, and now he's carrying the SmackDown brand. AJ Styles put together a phenomenal year, one that was very improbable, but apparently nothing is impossible to AJ Styles. He's going to go down as one of the greatest of all time, capturing the WWE title, the IWGP Heavyweight title, and the TNA title during the course of his career. AJ Styles has done it, and he'll probably win that title a couple more times. We'll be talking about him in 2017. The phenomenal AJ Styles at number 4. Now it's time for the top 3 wrestlers of 2016. At number 3, goodbye and good night, Kenny Omega. Now, what did Kenny Omega do to deserve a spot in the top 3 wrestlers of 2016? Well, let's just go down a list of the titles he held in 2016. The IWGP Junior Heavyweight title. Then he graduated from being a Junior Heavyweight and claimed the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. Not only that, he also held the IWGP Open Neverweight title with the Bucks of Youth, the Young Bucks. He took over leadership of the Bullet Club, and the Wrestling Observer gave him a 5-star match for the match he had with Naito back in August of 2016. He also ranked at number 23 in the PWI 500. That sounds like a pretty good resume for 2016. Am I forgetting something? Oh yeah, I'm forgetting something. Small little minor detail. This guy just won the G1 Climax tournament of 2016. The only non-Japanese winner in the history of the most prestigious tournament in wrestling. Not only that, he's the first one to win it in his first try. Kenny Omega has become a legitimate bona fide star and a legitimate bona fide contender for the IWGP Heavyweight title, which he will challenge for at Wrestle Kingdom 11 against Okada. And A-Track Brown has picked him to win that title. Kenny Omega has come an awful long way. We're looking out for you, Kenny Omega. Number 3 in this year's list of the top 10 wrestlers in the world. Coming in at number 2, we have a man that single-handedly brought back hundreds of thousands of viewers to the TNA product, and the only person to use the word delete more than Hillary Clinton. Broken Matt Hardy. Coming in at number 33 in this year's PWI 500, here's another one that no one could have predicted would have done what he did this year in professional wrestling. To start the year off, he became the TNA champion, but that's just a side story of what happened this year. He completely revolutionized himself and brought back interest into a otherwise dying product in TNA wrestling. Matt Hardy became broken and revitalized his career. For the first time ever, he is more popular than his brother. Why does that make him the number 2 wrestler in the world? Because he is the most over wrestler in wrestling today. You go to any arena, be it the Indies or the WWE, someone's going to break out into a delete chant that's going to spread throughout that arena. It's just the way it is. This guy has gotten himself over and made himself relevant to the point that Mick Mahan Wrestling is giving him phone calls, getting him to come back, and he got his brother to come back too. Brother Nero will be showing up in the WWE along with Broken Matt at some point next year probably, just based on this gimmick alone. Even though it didn't get a 5-star rating by the Wrestling Observer, the final Deletion was one of the best matches I've seen all year. It was amazing, it was hysterical, and it got me interested in a product that more or less was dead in my eyes. It made me look at TNA in a different way. Matt Hardy did this. And I can't wait for the total non-stop Deletion where he's challenged the Bucks of Youth and the Days of the New in the Honorable Wrestling. And all of these people are going to come over and have one big tag team slamboree. I can't wait to see it. Matt Hardy is responsible for it, not to mention the fact that he's married to a super hot woman, and he is only one of 2 people inducted into the PW Hustle Hall of Fame. Yes, Matt Hardy is one of those people. From playing violin with Antonio Stradivari to Brother Nero, I knew you'd come. Broken Matt Hardy has arrived at the number 2 position of the best wrestlers of 2016. And now for number 1, the best wrestler in the world today, Shinsuke Nakamura. Coming in at number 7 in this year's PWI 500, Shinsuke Nakamura, or as the women in Japan would say, Shinsuke, had a hell of a year. He started off co-headlining Wrestle Kingdom 10 versus AJ Styles, defending his Intercontinental title, which he never lost, by the way. He was stripped of it when he announced that he was coming over to the WWE. Once he got to the WWE, he made the most epic entrance ever in the history of sports when he wrestled Sami Zayn in probably the best match of the year. If you haven't seen it, go back and see it right now. Stop the video, go see that match. It was amazing. But it didn't stop there. Nakamura continues to give us match of the year candidates all year long against Austin Aries, against Finn Balor. The guy's unstoppable. The charisma transferred over ASAP. Any doubts anyone had were erased instantly as soon as the man walked through the curtain. His charisma is undeniable. There are no gimmicks to this man. Zero. It is just awesome wrestling and an incredible personality that make this man the best wrestler in the world today. Hands down, no argument. Go somewhere else if you have an argument, because it's wrong. Shinsuke Nakamura is the best. Not only that, his year topped off by winning the NXT title twice. On 2 separate occasions, he became the NXT champion, only the second man in history to accomplish that feat. Shinsuke Nakamura has some more unfinished business in NXT, but look to see him on the main roster in 2017. And I predict a Universal title run for Shinsuke Nakamura, making him one of the best wrestlers of all time. He already is that, but holding one of the top titles in WWE is not gonna hurt his case. Shinsuke Nakamura is over as hell in the United States. Let's see if it transfers over to the main roster, but as of right now, he is the best wrestler in the world. Listen, thank you guys for watching this list of the top 10 wrestlers of 2016. If you disagree, leave a comment below. If you agree, leave a comment below. Let's give some quick honorable mentions for all you guys. I know a lot of people are probably wondering why Kevin Owens didn't make the list. Kevin Owens would have made the list if these 10 other guys weren't involved. He fell at number 11, so he gets an honorable mention. Sexy Star, she gets an honorable mention. The Miz is doing incredible work. He gets an honorable mention. Shibata over in New Japan Pro Wrestling gets an honorable mention. There are tons more that would get honorable mentions, but I'm not going to list all of these guys. Leave your honorable mentions below. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know what you think. My name is Billy Ray Valentine. Have a happy and safe end of 2016 and a prosperous 2017. And here's to more classic wrestling. Shinsuke! Take it easy, guys.